Hi everyone, my name is Shayla. I work for Calypso Cards and this is our first YouTube video. Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on this blue mushroom and the shading techniques involved in getting it to look like this. This card can be found on our website at calypsocards.com and it's part of our new coloring cards range. So I have a blank card here, and to start off with shading the mushroom, I start with the lightest blue color. So I will make the shine mark here, and this is why I have a piece of paper when stuff like that happens. The second part is I like to mark off the center of the mushroom where the lightest color is going to be, so I have a sort of boundary to work up to. So now that I have that, I can work with the darkest shade of blue. Just go around the edge with the dark shade of blue. The shading technique is being done with Prismacolor pencils, which we highly recommend. Next up is our next shade of blue down. I'm working with 4 shades of blue. So once you've made your boundary line, you just fill in the space. Before I start a coloring project, I like to figure out my palette and then sharpen all the pencils so everything is ready to go for you. I'm not liking the boundary line over here, so I'm just going to modify it a little bit. Okay, so the first two colors are done. We'll work on the third lightest color. And you've already got the boundary line for the light color there, so you just fill in the space between the second and the fourth. So now I can take the lightest blue and fill in the center. So all the colors, all the blue colors are filled in. To create the blending effect between the blues, you want to take your darkest color first and kind of smudge between that and the next blue down, just lightly, very lightly over the boundary between the two. You can see as I go around, the defined boundary line is disappearing. And to help with the effect, you would then use your Prismacolor blending pencil. All right, so I always like to keep a piece of scrap paper handy to clean off the blending pencil, just to get the excess color off there. So you take your next shade of blue down to kind of smudge over the next boundary line. do the same thing with the blending pencil. Now you take the next blue color down, kind of smudge over the boundary line again, the center. You want to do this one a little more light because the center color is very light. And then you do the same thing with your blending pencil. So you've got the blue part done on the top. And now we can work on the red section. Take your dark red color, and you basically want to use I have 4 shades of red, and you want to use them in the same way you've used the blues in the same areas. So on this one, you'll start here with the dark red. And this one, draw a line pretty much that is equal to the darkest of the blue. Same thing here. And here. The other spaces are not touching the dark blue, so you would move on to the next red color. Okay. Work your way down to the next color. So the last white space can be colored in with the fourth shade down. You're going to blend the colors the same way that you did with the blue shades. You take your darkest red and you smudge slightly over the boundary line. And then you can use your blending pencil to blend all the colors like you did with the blue. Your top part's done. Now you can work on the bottom section. Pretty much done the same way the blue shades on the top were done. Let's mark the center where we want the lightest blue to be. I'm working with the second lightest blue. Next shade of blue down, and the last before we blend the colors.
Do you want to just forward it to Kim and she'll input it. That's all right, she doesn't mind. If it's an email form, she can download it. Just input it right into your form. Yeah, it's okay.
Now we're ready for blending.
Yeah, and you still get credit for it, everything else.
I'm using the blending pencil now because I went very light on the boundary lines, so the blending will work with just the pencil without having to smudge with the blue colors again. I will clean up the pencil before blending on the light color. And that is it. The mushroom is done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you for watching Calypso Cards.